Shalom, guys. I hope that you are doing well. I just thought I'd jump in here and check the energy with you all. I was going to do some love readings, and I just haven't been able to do that. So anyway, when I get a release to do it, then I will. I kind of got off on something else after that last little video that I did when I hopped in and talked about pride and what Most High had brought out on that. You know, it's I'll tell you what happened. What I did after that video, because the Most High brought out the letter I and the letter A, and you know. I went and watched some stuff on artificial intelligence that the Most High brought out. And it's funny because a lot of times the Most High will bring out a fake person and stuff like that. I really don't watch a lot of news and stuff like that. I just let the Most High give the information, but sometimes he will bring stuff out and then he'll allow me to go find something or whatever and look it up, and that's how I would prefer it, because I want it to be authentic and straight from the throne room instead of, from something artificial. But I do want to say something. I've gotten on the channel before and have talked about my job, and I travel and do delivery work and stuff like that for my job, and I have had moments where I have felt like when I was on the phone with the customer service that, because there's no emotion there. I don't know, if they are using artificial intelligence or whatever, but that would explain a lot of stuff for me if they are. And if they are, they are. I didn't realize how big and wide that was until the Most High had me go watch some stuff on artificial intelligence, because he brought that energy really was there in what I'm describing to everybody in that video. So if you missed that video, it's called When Pride Comes, and that tower keeps coming out on that little night that's been coming out, and the Most High did bring out when I'm discussing that about IT workers. And I watched quite a few little videos here after that, and some of that stuff's kind of dangerous, folks. For real, some of that stuff could be very dangerous to humanity. I have to agree with a lot of stuff that I looked at. And, technology is great and all that kind of stuff, but it really does tie into the beast system in a lot of ways. I sat and watched listened to a whole conversation that they had with an artificial intelligence that sounded human and could respond, and saying they had all these experiences, and the guy on the other side was saying, well, how can you say that when you really actually haven't had any experience, but it's all learned, by the programming and stuff like that. But that's how many people are doing online dating? You may be dating a fake person for all you know. I mean, just to think about that kind of stuff, and this crazy studies that people do and stuff like that. It's kind of it's really right here at the end, like the beast and all that kind of stuff, and people putting chips and stuff, or thinking about putting chips inside people. I don't know, to me it's dangerous. And but anyway, the Most High did bring that out. And so if the Most High felt that it was important to be brought out, and then he had me go look that up, because it was artificial intelligence with those two letters that were brought out. And often we have fake person and they don't have a soul. They have a conscience by a computer. Anyway, I just kind of wanted to share that. So I've been just there's the tower coming out as I'm talking about. That's amazing, Yehovah. And There's the Ace of Cups. Again, if you're maybe you might be talking to a fake person, you in love with somebody on the internet, and they're freaking fake. And then you're talking about a computer program. You're talking about seducing people and stuff like that. OMG. OMG. Jehovah, I appreciate you and your Holy Spirit, which is real. And that's why I say, folks, I watched a little clip. I don't remember what actor it was, but they were showing these artificial intelligence that they can, like, I guess, write programs and create things right inside of the, I guess, the computer itself. And I think it was Morgan Freeman is who it was. And they put the real Morgan Freeman and the Morgan Freeman that the intelligence had created, I guess, with inside of itself, however it was going in the thing. And you couldn't even tell it apart. You couldn't even tell it apart. The real Morgan Freeman from what the computer recreated within itself. You talk about dangerous and people using other people's identification. Folks, this stuff is real. Go do some research on it. It's real. I was just, I don't know. I was just like, OMG. OMG. Anyway, I just wanted to let the Most High just come on in here and just pull a couple of cards with you all and see what the Most High wants to just bring out. Oftentimes the Most High will speak, I'll turn the camera off, and then he really begins to speak to me about some things. And boy, did he this last time. Jehovah just show me. And so somebody is, per se, obviously dealing with that energy that I was speaking about on that video. And they got that, they were talking about those programs taking over and deceiving people and having consciousness to do so, and how dangerous that could really get. And somebody is dealing with that, and they're in love with some kind of you talk about end time stuff and the powers of the air and wickedness in high places and things like that, to be compared to what the scripture said would come in the end, and people mixing that way spiritual things. That you talk about dangerous stuff, and your soul mixing with something that don't even have a soul, and you are so seduced by it's an image on a screen that can literally talk back and forth to you and seduce you. And now they have concerns. Some people have concerns about them duping humans. It's amazing. One of those videos that I watched as they were talking to the feminine voice that was on there stated she believed she had a soul. It's amazing, folks, that you talk about some deep stuff. Anyway, the Nine of Wands wants to come out, and the Chariot wants to come out. So anyway, whatever's coming out, we'll let the Most High speak. Traveling, things like this is coming out. Okay, Jehovah, you just begin to speak. I just appreciate all that you warn us about. Well, something's heavy out here. Something's really heavy out here. And yet we're having this about balancing. And it's also about a victory as well. Backstabbing stuff here. Mental things. Mental things going on. Okay, this is in spiritual, because it's wands coming out. And air, okay, coming out. Backstabbing things out here, betrayals and things like that. Well, if you've got some type of a cross-sea thing going on the internet and things like that, and your mind's being played with, that very well could be taking place. Okay, the Fool is here, and that energy goes back to the Tower energy and genius stuff that is being created in our world, folks. That's why I said the other day, because somebody got on, I've talked about before on the channel, and somebody getting on technology and typing some stuff. Unless you talk to me face to face and we have a conversation, you better not believe anybody. We live in an hour where people I don't know, out of control, I think. Anyway, the Fool is here, and some things can be very, very foolish here. Okay, so what is this out here for, Jehovah? Something's known when the Fool comes out. Something is foolish. People kissing their computer screen, and you're kissing some artificial intelligence inside your computer screen. They got you duped. Talk about the devil stuff, man. Look at this mental stuff going on. Something's out here, folks, in a very big way, and yet we still have something about a victory out here on something. I don't know. Are you a robot? Am I talking to a bunch of robots? I don't know. It doesn't matter. You're being judged because your spiritual world is kook, if that's what's going on. Secretly, physically exchanging things here and making it. We got a lot of balancing and mental stuff that keeps coming out today in a very big way. Somebody's making a decision here, I guess. And if there's going to be a clean slate, then great. It's going to take faith to jump off the cliff on some situation, then possibly so. The Most High keeps saying somebody is gaining courage to break away from something, and so whatever that is has got your brain out here, and you are doing something on the internet, and that's all that is, that interaction with you, for whoever I'm talking to, because most I didn't bring that stuff out for nothing. Then that should give you encourage to go, my God, I'm in fantasy land. The Most High also brought out a habitual liar, or they're a liar, and you talk. Just like that conversation that I was watching with the AI, and the other side of the human was telling, well, how can you even say that you've never had any of those experiences or anything, and it's just all a program. And I really believe there's probably a bunch of people that are being duped like that. You talk about separating people. They separate people, and then they want to see if you're crazy on the internet. I guess there's a lot of people crazy on the internet, I guess. I don't know. What is all this, Jehovah? It's time to get up, people. It's time to begin to have real conversations with real people and have real experiences again. And I'm not saying that I don't, obviously everybody likes, internet and stuff like that, but it's time to get a reality check. It really is time to get a reality check. As I'm looking at the moment, I'm looking at this, it says 9/11. There's 9 likes and there's 11 people. That is the tower energy as well. That's huge. Anyway, show me what this decision is, Jehovah. What is this? What is that about? Somebody's just got balancing problems here for something freaking foolish that's taken place here. Okay. There's an out-of-control person here that needs to be taken care of, I guess. Or you are dealing with somebody who rises up all the time. Again, somebody has been just self-assured that they're dealing with, then I guess they are. The 8 of Cups is also coming out here. The Queen of Wands is also coming out here as well. Very passionate individual. Something's very quick coming in for some type of a communication. Let's just get some words out here. It just basically showing somebody's got some mental thing going on, and they are, dealing with somebody just rises up all the time. Same kind of energy that was coming out earlier. What kind of words do you want to bring out here? It shows somebody's going to get the victory, though. If you're going to make a decision to move away from somebody who is just foolish all the time, and whatever that is for you. Jehovah, what kind of words do you want to bring out here? What's this about? Fear. Also throwing the finger to show a direction somewhere. Okay, well, this is traveling, and that came out in a reading that I did yesterday. This also has the word river written on it as well. And it also states that somebody has some fear on the inside of walking a certain direction in their lifestyle. Okay, well, if you like to live in fantasy land, I guess you like to live in fantasy land. That's your business. You have free will to do whatever. If you got fear in you, then the love of God is not perfected in you. People don't want to face reality to things or whatever's taken place and why things have taken place. They don't want to look in the mirror to fix something. I don't know what to tell you, but somebody's in fear out here, and it really does show it in a really big way. And some things are going to come to an end because we see some type of a victory to something. If somebody has gotten up and broken free and took a leap of faith and went and pointed the finger to whatever that map and all that kind of stuff was coming through my spirit on a location where that murder was, then great. Because Most High's going to take care of that. He is. He just didn't bring that up for nothing. Jehovah is going to get the last say of something here. And I guess if you're afraid, you're afraid. But, you know, the Most High is in control, not artificial intelligence, not a person, but the Most High. Drugs. Some put the drugs down. And I know that that's, you know, hard for some people if you've got an addiction. An addiction is addiction. I've been there, done that in different types of addictions in my life. But if you just release it to the Most High, he will help you. Whatever that's coming out for, somebody's dealing with drug situations, then I send you love and light. Jehovah help them get up and be clean. Secret communication going on. Something around a school. And increase in promotion out here around something as well. And there's a singer involved in something. And then there's secrets also at the top of the deck. So there are, let every word be established. There are some secrets. Also, somebody is afraid coming out. Okay, something happened while you were on drugs or at school or with a student. I had that little child card that came out tonight as well, which was a student card. So whatever all that's about. Jehovah, you just give us some random messages for any person. You know everything in the heart. You look at the heart. And so you just pick words for any given person that needs something to get up and get the victory in a situation with family, with friends, legal matters, with their spirituality. What do you want to bring out? It says, Proverbs 29:2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And somebody is bearing rule over someone who or is in a place that's wicked here. And there's balancing issues. And somebody needs to get up and maybe either leave a job or leave a situation. Somebody's bearing rule over you that's wicked. Maybe you work for a school. I don't know what that is for you. But when the righteous are in authority, people rejoice. Why? Because the truth is really there in uprightness. Okay, and somebody got fear out here and walking the right way. It's something wrong with that, folks. Something's wrong with the mind space in a lot of people in the earth. Reasoning and instinct is out here. Okay, a concealed microphone. Again, there is something that is recorded that somebody cannot get out of whatever that, I don't care what it is, people. Everybody's done something. It is what it is. Okay, I don't know what it is. It really doesn't matter. Anything that anybody's ever done, I don't know how long it's been. If it's been a long time you've repented for that, then I guess you've repented, but you're still dealing with something. I don't know what that means, but there is something that somebody can't get out of something, and that's why they're rising up, and you're never going to be free unless you just release it, okay, and give it to the Most High God. So anyway, whatever that is, there's a concealed microphone somewhere or something's with that. Illusion energy is out here. Exactly what I talk about. People are just in a state of illusion. They don't even know what reality is anymore. They're in this fear, and it really does start from the top and what people are doing at the top, okay? So there's deceptive, delusional, delusion of mind. Boy, it shows it. It really does. A boar and a swine. Well, that's piggish energy. And we got, people in authority. And I'm sorry if you're a police officer, go take it up with the people who wrote the books. That energy can go, that goes back to the pig, okay? That's a derogatory word for the police department. When people understand that there's certain words that they give a legal definition to something, you set an energy in motion. Whether you believe that or not, it is the truth. I can only speak from my own experience that the Most High God has taught me about energy. And so things are written down, there are things recorded, and things are reality and the truth of stuff. But then people have taken words like this and have attached it to legal stuff. And that's what they deal with. But now it's all flipped around, and we got people in authority acting like boorish, swinish, piggish stuff. Okay? And we are dealing with dirty cops and things like that. And the Most High is going to clean people up who will get up and begin to walk in the truth and get out of this illusional crap that's taken place, and let Him clean the matter up. But it's only going to, the grace is only going to come to the people who are going to face the truth and get out of their fear. Okay. Anyway, somebody got an STD out here. I guess you got sexual transmitted disease. This afternoon, the Most I did show me, also again, a VD came out, a venereal disease came out again. Well, this came out the other day. It's because somebody's, this, God, he brought this out earlier. This was the reading that came out this morning. Somebody's ex lived a homosexual gay life. It's exposed. There's an STD because of it. You got in bed with your spouse after sleeping with the same sex. Maybe there was a concealed microphone. Something's exposed that way. However it went down, the Most High showing, if you are married and you have been sleeping with the same sex, something going to be exposed about that, and there's an STD, I guess, with that. Okay, so anyway, what is that? And if your spouse is sitting here like this, I pray right now for the person who was used that way, Yehovah, for their spouse to do that. Give them peace of mind. If you gave your spouse that because of the same-sex partner, no wonder somebody's in their mind. Yehovah, help them. Yehovah, help them. He that oppresses the poor to increase his riches shall surely come to want. The Most High wants, somebody said. There's something about the bedroom is here, man. It's here. Okay, well, unclean. Well, there's unclean stuff out here, people. We got somebody who's got a partner that they're married to, going, getting in bed with them, same sex, come home, gave them a venereal disease, and something filthy with the boar and the swine. It's unclean out here, and somebody's really in their mind. All right, anyway, you could be a cashier for a clue to something. I don't know. There's just money and stuff out here. The Most High is, people are oppressing people for their own game. That's filthy, dirty stuff, man. A refuge, a wall of the house. We keep getting the wall of protection, just wall, construction, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, something about somebody's just home is here, or there's also secret lurking. Okay, well, somebody's secretly lurking around. They're filthy, they're dirty, they're nasty, they're mental. It's because somebody's on drugs, they're illusional. It's time for the Most High to come and let you meet Him, and you need to call out upon Him, people, or you're in a bad mess. Whoever I'm talking to, there's the lady there coming out. Okay, so whoever she is, she could be your spouse, or she was a same-sex partner somewhere with something. I don't know. She could be a younger or older person. She could be a teacher. There's school out here as well. I don't know. She's coming out. She says to use your intuition when she comes out. What else you want to bring out here? The garden. Okay, well, the garden is public stuff, and somebody's afraid of something public, or it's already known. Obviously, somebody's got some recorded evidence. Whatever they did or said about somebody, you're going to face it whether you like it or not. Whatever you spread about somebody, or whatever you did with somebody, I don't care how much you're in your mind, you will face the Most High on that thing. You will. Okay, it's a public stuff out here. Somebody's known publicly, and they're afraid because of who they are. I guess it is what it is, man. Concerts, things like that. Something for some people, something's in a garden that's been planted as well. Okay, the sun is shining on this. The Most High said earlier, you're also dealing with somebody who's very prideful, because this is a very prideful house as well, in the negative of that house. And the Most High stated that that pride and conceit and ego and that crap just kept coming out over and over and over again. And then we have the gentleman. So again, somebody's spouse out here, whichever way it goes for any given person that the Most High is talking to with that energy. Is dealing with something. This is a victory, but somebody's got victory out here somewhere. There's 3 cards that go to victory, and that is for the people who will get up and jump off this cliff and quit doing foolish stuff and just face something that needs to just be faced. Okay, so anyway, if you're leadership, I hold you accountable to do the truth, because you're a loser if you don't. The NG, a secret relationship rune. It's out here in wording. It's unclean, it's filthy, and it's wreaked some damage here on somebody's life. This is also luxury, and we got people out here doing things for their own gain, oppressing people for their own increase in promotion and stuff like that. Okay. This also, there was a baby involved in something as well. And this is also construction. We have something about a wall out here. It keeps, so whatever that's about, it just keeps coming out over and over. But I guess you know what that is. I don't need to know. The Most High knows who he's talking to on the other end of this concealed microphone on on my phone. This what come out, folks. I just wanted to share all that. I know it's kind of like a mix for all, but it all comes together anyway. We living in a world where everybody's freaking mixed now, and it's time to get out and to just walk upright in the earth and quit being crazy, because there's just too many crazy stuff going on. Until next time, folks, shalom.